Hello and welcome to another podcast. Had a little difficulty of getting it started. I forgot to turn the auto start on. So when I hit the start streaming, well, I had to go in there and tell it to turn it on and so it starts streaming. YouTube was getting the information, but they were not sending it back out. I was debating if I was going to be here this evening of broadcasting live because it's my birthday. But all through my life, I always celebrated my birthday by doing something to remember every year, regardless how little, small, significant it may be. But I do something that I can remember. And this year, I decided to stay home and do the very opposite to make it the opposite actually something. I didn't do nothing but sit here in the studio, drink coffee, and watch YouTube videos, learning some things that would help me of like with the internet, things I want to learn that I've never had the opportunity to do in networking. Because when I started networking, them particular things were not even a thing. So I wanted to just learn some more. So I sat here and just bench watched some videos. I didn't call anybody. I'm just waiting to see if anybody's going to call and say happy birthday, text, email, whatever. Just take the day and just be inside and just relax. A lot of people will take their 50th and the 60-year-old birthday and really make a big thing about it. Not me. I always thought it's just another year that I've been blessed to have. And start making plans of what I like to get done before my next birthday. Where I want to go, what I want to see, things I want to, in a way, throughout my whole life, like a bucket list. And one bucket list I have is hitting all 50 states. Primarily hit the first 48 since I can pretty much drive to all of them. Because I love driving. Sit on cruise, drink coffee, listen to radio. I got half of them states, the southern states, pretty much almost licked. Haven't hit in the northern states because I've been doing things during the summer of the internet. So that's when it's warmer in the north, and I don't like the cold. So I'm going to have to figure that one out after I get finished doing the southern states. I've been watching people do gig work. Just some of them are just very entertaining. Um, that they really hustle hard to go out there and really make the money. Because I hear so many people say doing gig work is not a real job. You can't make enough money to live off of. I see people out there that's making three, four, five, and even $6,000 a month just riding around and delivering food. If that's not making a living, I don't know what is. You got to want it bad enough. You got to work hard enough. You can't just lounge around and wish it to come existing. You actually have to go out there and do some labor. But since I've been watching them kind of videos, there's only like a handful of ones that I actually watch. YouTube started throwing up some videos that's related to the gig work, and one particular of DoorDash, where they're talking about DoorDash Dot, the little delivery vehicles that makes deliveries. No driver, just a little cart powered up with batteries and go make deliveries. A lot of people say, well, that's going to knock out a lot of drivers. It's going to take jobs. No, because there's limitations of what that little dot vehicle can do. It may be able to drive in the rain, but then you think when it gets to where it's going, is the person really going to want to come out of their house when it's pouring down rain to go out to a little buggy and get their food and get soaking wet and possibly their food too? I don't think so. It would take a human to meet at door, especially if it's pouring down rain. That's usually when, you know, a lot of people will order because they don't want to get out because of the weather. And they don't want to go out, walk out through their yard out to the road to pick up their food. Kind of beats the purpose. And I haven't seen any of them robots, little buggies, for any of the food service to drive in the snow. I like to see it try to drive in the snow and there's still ice on the road and it starts going down that hill. I don't care what kind of brakes it's got. It's going to go right through that intersection down at the bottom of the hill if it don't tip over before it gets there. And it can only, from what I find online, it only can carry up to 30 pounds. So the big orders is not going to be carried by them. Even if you send 2 or 3 of the dots out to the same address, some orders are not physically able to fit in the little dot. People, when it's raining, they have to come out of the house and go to the road, get their food. I don't see where people actually going to do that. That beats the purpose of getting your food conveniently, especially if it's raining or snow. And I couldn't find what size battery it takes. I don't know how far it can actually drive. Of course, they can have backup batteries where the dot returns. They can take out one battery and put in another, but still, that one battery cannot go but so far. If it's going uphill, downhill, and all that, it's going to eat up that battery, just like any electric vehicle. And there's this limitation of how far it can go. And I've seen so many videos on YouTube where people, as the dot and other food little buggy things is riding around, delivering merchandise or food, will tip them things over and open them up and get food and run. It's all on YouTube. I don't know about TikTok and anything else. I never had TikTok and don't have no plans of getting anything beyond YouTube. But if it's on YouTube, it's bound to be everywhere else, if not more on other platforms. And then you think, is it going to cost more to have the dots to actually make the deliveries? And the reason why I say that is the town that I was born and raised in, it used to be free to buy a bicycle and just ride around anywhere you want in your yard, down the street, on a main highway, across the street. It don't matter. You can ride from one side of town to the other. After you buy that bicycle, that's it. But no, the city decided to want to make some kind of money off of it. So now you have to register your regular old pedal bicycle. Mopeds used to be you get one, you can ride on the edge of the lane, close to the curb, no issue. Now you have to register them and have to have them tagged and all. More money that the city or the DMV or whatever is making. It's on the street, they see a way to make money. So if dots are coming popular in certain town, what is stopping the city that it's in come up a way to make you register them things and generate revenue, which they have to go up on the price or something to recoup that money. And the customer is going to be the one that's paying for it. It can be done. I've already seen it. Just a regular pedal bicycle. If they can charge money for it to register it, it may not be a $5 or $10, but think how many bicycles there is in a city or a town. That's a lot of money. I am going to change my schedule of doing things like the internet, working on the RV. I wanted to pretty much do a little bit of all of it, but I got to schedule each one so it won't overlap the other. And since the main gig work that I do is the catering, which is expedite, and I don't know of the orders opportunities until like the day before. So, like right now, here it is Saturday, and I can't schedule somebody to be installed at noon or 9 in the morning Monday because I don't know if I'm going to get an order or not until Sunday. So I'm going to do the internet 2 o'clock and after, since it is getting warmer and the daylight is not, it's not gone until like 7 o'clock, 7:30, and it'd be cool in the afternoon. So I'm going to set pretty much them at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And if I get more than that, I can do one at 2, one at 5. So knock out 2 a day. That way, if I get a catering order, I can go ahead and take it and don't have to worry about it's going to overlap somebody I already got scheduled to do an install. Or if I don't have no install, I can do the infrastructure, finish the bathhouses in a certain park that I have, putting APs up. I can start, like, if I don't get no catering, don't have any installs, I can take all day, early in the morning, and just make it all day do that. Or if after I get all that done, I can work on the RV. But I don't want anything interfering the time frame where I get the catering. And that's pretty much in the morning up till noon. And I'll just schedule everything after that. And not only that, I can do other gig work as well. Because I got a notification from Expedite about 2 weeks ago, that says if you do not take any orders in 10 days, we're going to send you less orders, not deactivate, just send less orders your way. So I said, well, I don't want to do that. I want to, get the orders because I got like 19 orders I've already taken. And I want to hit the 25 order threshold so I can actually get them even earlier. I think I'm on the last, at the bottom of the total poll, they say that I get them notifications of or offers at 3 o'clock at the earliest. If I get up to the next, I can get them at 2. And also the orders possibly be even bigger. I don't get the leftovers of everybody else. I get, right now, I'm getting whatever was refused by the top tier and all the 2 or 3 tiers between me and the top tier, and whatever's left, then that's what I get offered. Every now and then there's a good one come in. I mean, most of them are 20, 25, but there's a good 40 and 50, and there was one of 65. But higher you get on the poll, more chances you got the opportunity to get access to them before they are taken. And that's what I'm shooting for. And I like driving. It's a little distance of driving to get to the town where I deliver them, which is the town I was born and raised in, but I like driving. And that little bit of driving time is nothing really to me. So I can actually make more content here on the channel, get caught up. I doubt if I get caught up like I have on the other channel. I got videos scheduled to go public all the way up rest of this month, all of May, and to like the 17th of June already. So I want to get this channel actually more consistent. I missed a few here and there in April, but rearranged things to actually get that changed. So you will see more catering, more gig work. And I need to get out on the beach, go four-wheeling, go out there and cook and just relax. And I'm going to try my best to not do any internet stuff on the weekend. Pretty much keep my weekends. Because that will give me the opportunity to since I'm not going to get catering pretty much on the weekend, I never have. It's pretty much a little bit on Monday, and Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday is the hot days for catering. So the weekend, pretty much I want to keep it free so I can actually do stuff and repairs to the RV. Pretty much knock out the whole weekend doing that. Just relax. And that's what I'm planning on doing. After I got everything pretty much going, then I could see the time frame people showing up to do like the internet. And I let everybody know the time that I'm going to be doing it. They'll work around it. I mean, I had people text me like Saturday morning and said, can you come out this afternoon and get me hooked up? I used to do that. Not anymore. It's Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Now, if it's an emergency or whatever, and I don't have no catering in that morning, yeah, I'll go out and do some internet stuff. But I can't guarantee every morning, but pretty much in the afternoons. I got to get things organized in rhythm and not jumping all over the place. I don't want to feel like in a mad rush and trying to get everything done as if I'm trying to run a business and all. I just want to do a little bit of everything, but nice and comfortably and easy. And then eventually you're going to see if things go to plan as so far they are. You'll start seeing some videos next month when I go to Florida for week and a half, 2 weeks. I hadn't decided yet. One last good trip before June gets here because I dedicate June, July, and August to doing the internet and not take really any long trips. Now, I still may go camping on a weekend. That's another reason why I want the weekends free. So I can leave like a Friday afternoon, spend Friday night, Saturday, and come back Sunday. I live and enjoy my life as I'm getting older. I don't feel it, but the numbers don't lie. I want to enjoy my bucket list per se. Things I want to get done, things I've always dreamed of. When I was younger, we didn't really travel that far a distance. I mean, we went to Myrtle Beach every summer, 2 or 3 times. Some summers we went 2 or 3 times. Went to Tennessee, go to Georgia because we got relatives there, and some other places here on the East Coast. Went all the way up to Washington, saw the White House and all that. When I was really young then. But I want to go further. I went to Arizona, and there's a lot of places that I want to go see between here and there. Like I said, I want to hit all 48 states and then see what I can do to get the last 2. So don't let anybody stop you living your life. Enjoy it. You only get one. You can't go back in time. You can correct your mistakes, but you can't relive your life. So don't let anybody stop you. Enjoy your life. Do what you got to do to enjoy your life to make a better life for yourself. You're the one that has to live with whatever decisions you make. Don't let other people tell you how you should live your life. Because you're the one that has to live with the consequences if it's the wrong decision. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And I will see you or chat with you next week in the next podcast. Take care.